what sort of changes have you seen in the castle that you can recall, if any, since you were young, up to date?
Well, there's not been a lot of changes in the castle, except in the early days, Mr. Raglan Somerset was the warden, and then when he died, the Duke of Beaufort handed it over to the Ministry of Environment.
And about when would that be?
I can't hardly say that. I can't remember. Going back quite a while now.
Yeah. Was the castle used for any special events?
Oh yes, quite a few notable events like coronation, jubilee, and
that would be coronation of King George V.
That's the first I can remember.
That's 1911.
1911, when we had a big day at the castle that day.
Then the next one would be Jubilee.
Yes, the Jubilee in
1935. And then the coronation of George VI.
Yes.
In 1937.
Yes.
And presumably you had sort of parties and things up there.
Yes, party and games up there, and tea.
Apart from these events, did many people come and visit the castle?
Oh yes, you had quite a few visitors. Used to come in the olden days with horse transport. The old horses and brakes used to come up from the valleys. The colliers used to have a day out at Raglan and a lunch up there, which was provided. Outings, works outings and that sort of thing. And then you used to get a lot of people coming with ponies and traps before car traffic started.
And then, as you say, before the mechanical transport, and then the old charabanc?
Yes, and then in the charabanc. And quite a lot of people used to come by train. And there was a footpath from the station up to the castle.
From the station, which is now where the Gwent County Council depot
Council depot is now.
That was the only station in Raglan. There was no halt.
No, there was no halts in those days.
So they would walk up direct from the station, which would be up past the Liga somewhere.
That's right. Come across the dual carriageway now, the footpath straight into the castle, right from the station gates. It was a straight, direct line.
I see.
Yes. Well, if we had parties at the church, you know, and tea. Very often we had tea at the vicarage, and then you used to go up to the castle. And always Mr. Somerset, he was the church warden, he would leave us go in the castle and take our visitors in with us.
Presumably, even at that time, you had to pay to go into the castle.
Oh yes, but we didn't. He would let us in free. I mean, it was a church function. Yes, I think in those days it was sixpence. The entrance fee to the castle was sixpence in those days.
That would be when, in the 30s or
yes,
20s?
Yeah.
Be cheaper than that in the 20s, I would think.
Oh, about, yes. It was sixpence for adult, and I figured about threepence for was the price in those days.
Or if they were like you, nothing, but you climbed over the wall.
Well, very often, Mr. Somerset used to read the locals in.